Hello everyone, my name is Suman Shah and today we will overview the subledger accounting in Oracle Fusion application, which is also called as SLA accounting. In today's agenda of webinar, we will overview the subledger accounting, how you submit the accounting process, create accounting execution report, post the subledger transaction to the general ledger, how the things are pushed to general ledger through subledger accounting, diagnose the subledger accounting event data, and review and correct the accounting exceptions. Before going to the application, I will have some slides of subledger accounting. So what is subledger accounting? Subledger accounting is an engine that transforms subledger transaction into a journal entry in general ledger, or say GL. It caters to seed subledger such as receivables, payables, and so on. So to the custom subledger created by Accounting Hub, that is FAH, Fusion Accounting Hub. So it is you can have a subledger such as receivable models, that is AR, AP, that is payables, fixed assets, FA, cash management, CM, and you can have a custom subledger for which Fusion Hub accounting, through Fusion Hub accounting you can transform the same. So how it is work basically? The creating a accounting process flow is through Fusion subledger. We create accounting, we enter the invoices or say create a transaction out there in the Fusion subledger module, and then we create accounting. One is online create accounting and another one is offline method. While creating accounting, the accounting engine kickstarts and it transfer the balance of accounting to GL interface, and through GL interface it is imported to GL, the general base table, and then posted, and same balances are reflected in financial report. Subledger application and sources. It's a rule-based engine that centralizes the account for Oracle Fusion product. SLE is not a separate product itself, but it's a Oracle rule-based engine that satisfies the accounting needs for both Oracle and external modules. So Oracle, that is what I earlier has given the example, the previous slide, that through subledger, Fusion subledger accounting, that is different modules, that is AR, AP. These modules, what are coming, it is satisfy that needs, and also the external module. The external module means, what do you mean by external module? It is basically an external application or say other applications, say through FBDI process or other processes, that is through which we entered the data to the subledger accounting. Then generates general entry from source system transaction. That is what I already mentioned, that receivables, payables, expenses, fixed assets, purchasing, etc. Then we create accounting entries online on specific invoices. Say by specific invoices, we can create accounting by post to ledger, post to account, and or transaction in receivable modes, and view by create accounting using the create accounting. The create accounting for a batch of transaction by submitting offline process, that is the transaction and reference object data plus the accounting rule to create sub-ledger journal entries. Through process, we run create accounting and provide parameter and submit. This is done through ESS page, and we create manual journal adjustment entries and review the account results and projected balances on view and report. Now, subledger accounting contains in seeded subledger accounting, it's contain event model, consists of event model that is payable. That is my event model, one event model. Accounts receivable is my event model. Fixed assets is my event model, and cash management is my event model. In that, we have a process category. In payables, in case of process category in payables, we have got invoice process category, and another one is payment, which is another process category. And that in payables, we got event class. The event class are invoice, standard invoice, debit and credit memo, repayment invoices. These are my event classes. And event type, the event types are create, event types are validate, cancelled, distribution, updated, distribution update, adjustment. These are my event types. We will create 2-3 invoices in payables module and see how the online accounting process are done, from how the accounts push from sub ledger account to general ledger, and how the things are worked. We will see through application. Now we will navigate to same. So we are in the application right now. So first of all, I will set up and maintenance. Financials. First, I will select the payables. We have to take all tasks. Now you can see here, manage subledger applications, and everywhere you can see this is the manage subledger applications. Manage subledger options, basically you can see that. And similarly, you can see same in receivable module also. I will select the required task. From where I will draw where we are. Subledger application is also out here. Similarly, in fixed assets, these are the seeded one. You can see subledger application is also here. You can see that. Now you can also see similar in expenses also. Issue with my mouse basically. So first of all, I will go to the payables. If we navigate to a project, this one. So you can see that fixed asset configuration, payments, you can see receivable, everywhere you will see the subledger accounting is there. Rule sets are there. Just we can see subledger applications. Intercompany is also there. Done. Done. Now we will select financials. In payables, we'll select the payables and all tasks. We'll select manage subledger application. Now you can see this. My subledger application is payable, which is in short is called AP, and the journal source is payable. What you will see in the journal in GL module, it will be shown as payable. And the event model expand all. So you can see this is my event model, and the process category is invoice. Under invoice, the cash memo, which is my event class. And the default journals category is purchase invoice. It will show in the journal lines, the category. And the cash memo adjustment is my event type. Similarly, if I go to invoice, that is my event class, and it will show as purchase invoice. Similarly, if I go to payment, future payment is my event class. Similarly, if I go to receivables, select all, and here drop down, uh, manage subledger application. You can see this is a subledger application is receivables. In short name, it is called AR, and the general source will be is receivables. And this is my event model. This is my event model. Receivable is my event model, and the adjustment is my process category. And under adjustment, I'll just open that. Adjustment is event class. And adjustment creation is event type. Similarly, in bills receivable, standard invoices, these are the process category, event types, and event class. So now we will navigate to the payables workbench. So this is the payables workbench and invoice. We will create, first we will see the previously having a bill. Here we are. Select yeah. Right now this invoice is being this invoice has been accounted. Okay, so we got post to ledger and one is account in draft. While we account to draft, it will just create, but it will create the entry, but it will not push to the general ledger. It will not push the balances to the general ledger. Whereas in the post to ledger, while doing the accounting, it will transfer the balances by way of journals to the general ledger. And as I have mentioned in my PPT, with the flow, the general subledger accounting engine, it's a basically accounting engine. It transfers the balances to GL interface table and imported through journal entry PS table. So we will create 2-3 invoices by online and offline mode. What is online and offline mode? We will see that. Select the business unit. That is US business unit 1. Get my amount. This is service charge. We get today's date in lines. I will provide the amount and say this is the contract expenses. My distribution set is contract expenses. And first of all, I will validate the invoice. $16. Validate the same. Now you can see from here, it is unaccounted right now. First, we will see account intra. This will create our accounting. You can view the accounting, how the accounting will be there. Status is draft. And you can see journal lines also. The journal lines has been created. So the type is actual. The event is invoice validated. Right now it is invoice validated. It is showing the legal entity and the accounts combination, chart of accounts combination. Contract expenses. Class is item expenses and the debit amount and the tax. And this is liability, accounts payable. And you can see this will not push, this balance will not be pushed to my general ledger. If you try to see this, it will not show that particular balance. But as soon as we select post to ledger, that is create accounting, it will transfer this balance and it will push this balance to general ledger. So I will create account. You can view. Status is final now. Now we will view the same in our general ledger workbench through general ledger. So we'll navigate to the general ledger accounting area. In journals, that is US primary ledger. Yeah. And manage journals. Now I will select the July period. This is that is US primary ledger. Okay. select the and source select as tables, Oracle Fusion tables, and category invoice, that is purchase invoice, and search. This is the primary, I think so. This is the secondary value. This one. Equals 7. See the source of that particular invoice. Now we will go to tables again, see the invoice again. It's recent. That is ABC. That amount is 1635. 635. This one. This is the one. You can drill down. So you can see this transaction, new transaction. Yeah. You can see this is the 1500 service charges we have created, and the tax and non-recoverable tax is there, and the ABC consultant. Same. You can see that. View the journal entries. This is called online accounting. So standard and status is final. Additional information, if you go out there, you will see the event class is invoice and the event type is invoice validated. And our accounting method is US standard accrual. So where it is coming from, US standard accrual, we have provided in ledger options, our standard. So I will navigate to the same. In chart of accounts, we have already defined our accounting methods So setup and maintenance. Select financials. Ledger options. Specify ledger options. And specify ledger options. It's already in selected scope. Go to task. You can see this is the accounting method. Same is showing out here. US standard accrual. This accounting method I have put. So and from here also you get a more information, transaction information. You can have a transaction information from here also. This is the way of doing online accounting. Now we will see the how the offline accounting is done. We are right now in the general accounting work area. Now we will create 2-3 invoices and create accounting through offline mode. I will quickly provide all the details. In lines, I will provide the expenses detail. So I provide a distribution as miscellaneous and validate the same. I provide yeah. Now we will validate again. But we will not. It's validated now. We will not do accounting. It will remain unaccounted. Similarly, we will provide another invoice. We create another invoice. Yeah. Another. Yeah, just sorry. Yeah. So create lines also. In lines, so for distribution, say miscellaneous expenditure expenses. Validate the same. and validate again. Yeah, has been validated. Cancel. So you can see we have created two invoices, which is account status is unaccounted, but it is validated. Now I have not created accounted. So I will now navigate to tools. Under tools, to schedule processes. The tools, schedule processes. We will select schedule new processes. Select job as account, create accounting. This is offline process. We'll select this and description, create subledger journal entries. Okay. It will ask for certain parameters. We will provide subledger. That is my payables. Is my subledger, and my ledger is US primary ledger. This is my US primary ledger, and the process category invoice. Say I have created two invoices. I will select the same process category. If I can remain the blank, it will process both the things. So I will say I'm processing the invoice and date is same. If I select a draft, the transfer to general ledger will be no, and post to the general ledger will be the no. And if I select the final mode, it will ask for transfer to the general ledger. If I say yes, then it will transfer the balances to the general ledger and push the balance to the general ledger, and it will post the same. If I say post no, it will not post. I have to go and manually I have post that particular journal. If I say yes, it will post the same. And I say final mode, process all event. Yeah. And the detailed report. I'll ask for detailed report. So you got a detailed report, no report, and summary. I will go by detailed report and provide the batch number so we can identify the two invoices will be merged into one journal. You will see that. So batch is my batch number. Write it down as BATCH batch 12002112 and submit the same. The process has been submitted. Now we will review the process runs behind the create accounting. So create accounting process has been started. Now. You can see creating sub accounting sub process. Just grab. Yeah. You can see now following processes are running. First say hierarchy. From here you can see these are the sub processes which are running. So you can see online transaction engine functionality. One process is create accounting is running. Another process is create accounting sub journal entries, post to sub journal entries sub process, import of journal child process, maintain payables trial balance report, and create account execution report. Still running. We will view the create accounting execution report. So it has been created. Now we will view the same. Select the create accounting execution report. This is our process ID. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So from here, view HTML. See that two invoices has been generated. The accounting has been done. So this is my US IFSR. This is my primary ledger, US primary ledger. And our batch number will be there. Just hold on. Yeah, this is the Dell 1122 invoice even validated. This is the 500 and here we are. This is the IFRS secondary ledger which is attached to this primary ledger, and there is a reporting ledger also. And similarly, we have created another one. This one, material supply. Yeah, this is the 5,500. Yeah, this is the thing. Now we will navigate to the general area, general accounting workbench. We will navigate the same to manage journals. So it says payables and the category is purchase invoice. Yeah, search. So it is our batch number is this one. We have provided the batch, otherwise we have to search that particular thing. Both invoices are in one batch. Select the same. You can see it's clubbing the amount. Now I can drill through that particular amount. We can see this one invoice that is 5,500 and another one is 500. And the liabilities that is tax. And you can view the transaction also. So you can see the first line I have selected. The same transaction. You can view from here also. From here. Another one is tell view transaction. It will lead to source transaction. That is our subledger. You can see computer service, computer distribution. Maybe you can view the distribution also. Accounting is processed. Description is admin provided. And the context is AP distribution. You can see that the details are coming from subledger. Similarly, from payables workbench, we will navigate to the payables and invoices. Recent, you can see previously it is account status is unaccounted. Now it has been accounted. It's basically subledger is a kind of a engine. What we can see from here that whatever the invoice I have created two invoices, it is merged into one. Total liability, and through details you can see the detail or behind that particular amount. So you can see the details and view the general entries from here. The events have been occurred in different modules. The balances has been transferred to general ledger. So that's it for the accounts. Today's session we have seen today that is overall view of subledger accounting, submitting of accounting process. Two types of accounting process we have seen. One is online process, another one is offline process. And we have created accounting execution report also. We have seen that in the post ledger transaction to the general ledger. how we drill through that particular. We have seen the accounting event data, what kind of event classes are there, and the event and correction of accounting exceptions. We can see that. So that's it for the today. Thank you.